Let's head to the voicemail of Truth and Reason. This one about the wide receiver position, and do the Browns need to go out and do something?
Dave, I stated months ago this Browns need to be ready to go full go by game one. Everyone talks about having too many running backs. In my opinion, you never have enough backups. And the lack of aggressiveness by the Browns to get plenty of wide receivers, we might have to transfer some of those access running backs to wide receiving positions. Browns, you finally got a quarterback to your dream. Now let's get all the weapons for him, so injuries will not be a concern, because we'll have a backup ready to come in and play full go. So Browns, get out there and get another veteran receiver so we can get him in here and get him comfortable with the quarterbacks. So if the time comes and he's needed, he'll be ready to go full go.
As always, appreciate all of the voicemails. Let's welcome in Brad Ward, BrownsWire.com, as well as the All Eyes on Cleveland podcast. Brad, it's poker, and Andrew Berry's pretty good at playing it. The timing, I don't think he thinks it's just right yet, and he's not as concerned about the injuries as maybe some of us outside of the building are.
Yeah, certainly not. He doesn't seem as concerned as I am, or a lot of people, right? These injuries popping up aren't ideal. The voicemail makes a pretty good point. You know, I don't know. We don't see many player-for-player trades in the NFL that often anymore, Dave. So it's hard to imagine them going out and getting a wide receiver with a running back. They would probably get more value for Kareem Hunt. I don't think it's good practice to get rid of guys that want to be here for culture reasons. So I would probably look at Dearness Johnson, who's probably in his last year in Cleveland, as a trade piece if you were going to go that route. But there's guys on the free agency market. Will Fuller makes a lot of sense. I know he's not ideal, injury prone, but he's just another body that's done it before, and he has a relationship with Watson. And I'm not looking for like a frontline guy, just some depth, Dave, just some depth.
Yeah, the other thing is there's going to be that cutdown day where guys have to get to 53-man roster. There'll be some veterans there, and that might be
Sure.
what Andrew Berry and Kevin Stefanski are thinking. Let's see what these young guys can do all the way through training camp, and then if we need to kind of bolster it, there'll be some guys that can play that are getting released by teams with too many, with the wide receiver position like our running back position.
Certainly, you know, he's got a list in his pocket of guys that are like, hey, if these guys come available, then they're going to end up on our roster. We're going to try to get them on our roster. I think there's probably, talked about this the other day, like 3-4 guys that aren't on the in camp right now that end up on the 53.